What's going on, everybody? This is Darren from Affordable Shoe Review. Here to review some shoes for your friends and you. And today, guys, is not a typical video for me. I'm actually going to be doing a resale or resell video. I don't do a ton of resell videos, but I feel like it's warranted for this pair of shoes. I'm actually going to break this resale video down into what I think the resale for this sneaker will be 1 week after release, 1 month after release, 6 months after release, and 1 year after release. So you can see the short term, my predictions, for the short term of this sneaker as well as the long term for this sneaker. I don't know that I've seen any other sneaker YouTubers break down their resale videos in this way. So I would like to go through that with you guys, so stay tuned for that. If you are new here, please go like, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate you very, very much for stopping by and checking out my video. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for continuing to rock with my content. I appreciate you so much for continuing to like and subscribe and to comment and interact with me. We are up over 1,800 subscribers. I was excited to get over 1,700. I didn't post a video for over 1,700, but in my last video, I mentioned that I wanted to be over 1,750 by the time we got to Thanksgiving, and we have smashed that. We're already up over 1,800 subscribers. So now we're pushing for 2,000 by Christmas. I think that it can definitely happen. So a little less than 200 subscribers to go to get to 2,000 before Christmas. Super, super excited. So let's get to that 2,000 mark. Really quick, just a reminder that you should go and enter the giveaway that I am doing with Danny Moore on a pair of Lost and Found Jordan 1s. If you are like me and you took an L on release day for the Lost and Found Jordan 1s, then here is your chance to enter for one for free. So we will be giving away a pair of Lost and Found Jordan 1s to somebody that has subscribed to Danny's channel, has subscribed to my channel, and then go and DM Danny proof on Instagram of subscription to both of our channels. I will go ahead and tag his channel down in the link or down in the description below. I appreciate you very much. We're looking forward to giving a pair of Lost and Found Jordan 1s away to one of you guys. All right, guys, so the pair that we're going to be talking about in today's video comes in this box right here. If you are a Jordan fan, you will recognize this box as a Jordan 11 box. I was actually able to hit on a shock drop for this pair. So let's open it up and go over the pair of shoes and then my resale predictions. All right, guys, so right here I have a pair of the Air Jordan 11 Cherries. Now, the Air Jordan 11 gets a special holiday release every year from Jordan Brand. So every year they will release a pair of Air Jordan 11s around the holiday season. This year we got the Air Jordan 11 Cherries that you can see right here. Now, something about the Air Jordan 11 Cherries is this is not an original colorway of the Air Jordan 11. I think this is actually the first time that this colorway has ever released. It's pretty insane to me because the Air Jordan 11 is such a popular model, and you would think that this all over red and white look would have been used before because it looks super clean. It looks like an OG colorway of the Air Jordan 11. If you're an Air Jordan 11 fan, then you'll probably think that these look like the Concords, except for instead of black all over for your leather and for your accents, it's red. So essentially it's like a red Concord. But these are called the Cherries for good reason because of that bright red patent leather, as well as those bright red mesh hits around your ankle collar and your heel tab. Now, in my opinion, there are a few Jordans that you can dress up, and the Air Jordan 11 is definitely one of those because of that patent leather. I think that shiny patent leather does lend itself to that dress up look. So you could definitely wear these with a suit, in my opinion. You'd be able to rock these with a suit, no problem. Now, I do dig the cherries here because we're coming up on the holiday season, and red is a perfect color for Christmas and for the holidays. So I definitely think that the cherries fit in right now with the season that is coming up. Now, the official release date for the Air Jordan 11 Cherry is going to be on December 10th. You will be able to enter onto sneakers and I'm sure some other retail sites to be able to get your pair of Air Jordan 11 Cherries. The shock drop happened last week, and I was actually able to hit on a pair. I got this pair within 2 days of hitting on the shock drop. So shout out to Nike and Jordan for shipping very quickly for the shock drop. I heard that there was over 150,000 pairs that were dropped on the shock drop. So quite a few people got their hands on these. And resale right now is still pretty steady, even though a ton of people got this pair. But once the actual release happens, I do expect resale to drop on these. So now let's go through my timeline on what I think resale is going to be on the Air Jordan 11 Cherry. So I'm going to start out with 1 week after release. I think 1 week after release, as people start getting their pairs in and start selling them, that resale for these is going to be only a few dollars over retail. So in my opinion, 1 week after release, you can expect the Air Jordan 11 Cherry to go for $230 to $240 in my opinion. I definitely think they're going to be close to retail, maybe a couple dollars over retail because they are going to sell out in my opinion. So 1 week after release, I'm going to go with $230 to $240 for resale. Now moving into 1 month after the release date, I think 1 month is when you're going to see prices creep up just a couple dollars, so $5 to $10. I'm going to go between $240 and $250 as far as resale 1 month after the release date. I don't know that these will ever get retro. They might get retroed at some point, but I do expect these to reach $240 to $250 roughly about 1 month after the release date. Now, moving off into our further timeline, about 6 months after release date, I definitely see these going up about 6 months after release date. The reason I say that is because I'm basing this off of the Jubilee Air Jordan 11, which was the holiday special a few years ago, and I definitely see some similarities in my opinion between the two releases. The Air Jordan 11 Jubilee was barely over retail after they released and slowly crept back up over time. So I definitely think that after 6 months of this release, the price for this shoe is probably going to touch $275. I'm going to go with that $275 mark 6 months after release. So if you want to have a longer approach to hold these, I think that $275 is where it's going to be 6 months after the release date. All right, and so looking far into the future, we're going to go with 1 year after the release date. I think 1 year after release, the Air Jordan 11 Cherry is going to hit $300 to $320. Now, the Air Jordan 11 Jubilee is currently between $320 and $350 in certain sizes, and I think it's capped out there. I don't think it's going to go up much more for a long, long time. I think that the Air Jordan 11 Cherry, because it was so mass-produced, at least with that shock drop being $150,000, or 150,000 pairs, sorry, I do believe that this will touch $300 to $320 somewhere in there 1 year after release. And I do think that's about where the cap is going to be. I don't think it's going to get much higher over $300. If you look at the really, really popular pairs of Jordan 11s, pairs like the Concords or pairs like the Space Jams or whatever it is, they're like $450. And I don't think that these are anywhere close to those pairs in terms of popularity or colorway. So I don't think these are going to ever push $400. It would take a very, very long time for these to push $400. But I do think that these could push $300 after about a year if you wanted to invest in these for the long-term hold. All right, guys, so short video today. I wanted to go over my resale predictions for the Air Jordan 11 Cherry. Let me know down below what you think of this pair. Do you think this is a dope pair of 11s? What do you think about it for the holidays coming up? And let me know if you hit on the shock drop for this pair. So this is my size. I don't have any Jordan 11s in the collection at the moment. So a pretty dope pair to have here. I do love the all over red. I love it for this season that we're coming up into. So I will have to throw these on for Christmas season and all the like Christmassy or holiday events that I'll be doing. So very excited to have these. Glad to have a pair of Jordan 11s in the collection itself. Anyway, I appreciate you for tuning in. Please stay safe, stay blessed. We will see you soon.